Did former Polokwane Mayor Thembi Simelane live beyond her means?
Declarations. Declarations were made at the municipality. The declarations are not structured the way honorable members are asking, unfortunately.
In this joint investigation by Daily Maverick and Cowan at News 24, we unpack Simelane's known income, expenses and assets between 2016 and 2020. What did we find?
I get the money and it's right on cue. Keep the duffel bag up inside my coupe.
The cash purchase of a vacant stand and building works in an upmarket, gated Pretoria neighborhood. A Mercedes-Benz Viano, bought with cash. A family trip to Disneyland. Extensive luxury shopping therapy. Settling the questionable Sylvana's coffee shop loan in cash. Millions of rand in the bank. Insider reports of thousands of rand in cash hidden at her properties. Paying her children's rental bills in advance in cash. These are the signs that Thembi Simelane is a prime candidate for a lifestyle audit. Hi, I'm Pauli, an investigative journalist with Scorpio at the Daily Maverick. Now, between March 2018 and February 2019, this was a particularly lucrative period for Simelane, in which she managed to spend a conservatively estimated 2.8 million rand, all funded from a post-tax annual salary of just more than 500,000 rand. Simelane spent 569%, that is more than 5 times over her known income in this year. Our calculations only include what we can prove with verifiable documents. In some cases, we highlight where our information is limited and an underestimation of her expenses. We have also excluded Simelane's normal living and travel cost, property taxes and renovations, as well as school and education fees for 4 children. Simelane was mayor of Polokwane, receiving post-tax pay of about 468,000 rand per year. A series of documents she received from Polokwane municipality show. That is around 39,000 rand per month. Now, her full pre-tax package, as declared by National Treasury online, was just more than 1 million rand, which included a basic salary, allowances and contributions. Simelane was married to Limpopo politician and businessman Chipiani Clifton Kadimeng at the time, although we understand that the relationship had fizzled out by around 2018. In early 2024, Simelane reportedly got engaged to a businessman and former chair of the board at Roads Agency Limpopo, Matomi Khalebipi. She did not indicate that any of the 2 men bankrolled her expenses. She held the mayoral position between 2014 and August 2021, when Simelane was appointed to the position of Deputy Minister of Kotze. She received an additional yearly honorarium of 11,220 rand as president of SALGA, annual reports show. Required to declare additional income to Polokwane municipality, Simelane claimed her consultancy business, Golden Threads, put another 30,000 rand in her pocket for the year. By then, Sylvana's coffee shop in Sandton, bought with VBS kickbacks from Razwanani, was fully operational. According to Simelane's declarations, however, TS Restaurant offered her 0 income for the year. Now tallied, Simelane's known and declared post-tax cash in the bank calculates to just more than 509,220 rand for the 2018 and 2019 financial year. But Simelane's expenses tell a different story. In early 2018, Simelane's enemies in the ANC, as well as opposition party councillors at Polokwane municipality, noticed her driving a new black Mercedes-Benz Viano V250D Avant-Garde around town. A new Viano retailed around 1.18 million rand at the time. Simelane at the time successfully sidestepped questions because clear information about the Viano's payment terms and precise ownership was obscured. Several people, however, did report seeing her driving the Viano around town, noticed that the Benz was always parked overnight at Simelane's Polokwane house, that she referred to it as her own and personally handed some of the Viano's paperwork. Daily Maverick and News 24 can now shine new light on the transaction. Simelane acquired the black Viano from Mercedes-Benz in Bryanston, a source confirmed. Paperwork also indicates it was paid for in cash by an unknown person. Simelane then registered the Viano in her mother's name, who was 78 years old in 2018. A friend of the family claimed Simelane's mother was never seen driving the car and did not have the financial means nor the interest at 78 to buy a Viano worth north of 1 million rand. The Viano was barely 3 months old when Simelane started planning a family trip to Walt Disney World theme park in Florida, United States. A paid invoice shows Simelane took her 3 youngest children and her brother's son for an 8-day fantasy holiday to America from June to early July 2018. Flight tickets, visas, and park passes racked up to just more than 171,000 rand. The passes gave Simelane and her kids access to Disney's Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom theme parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon water parks, Hollywood Studios, and the Oak Trail golf course. Simelane's Disney World holiday itinerary, penned by a booking agent, included transfers from the airport to the family's accommodation at the All-Star Movies Resort. The accommodation excluded meals. This additional cost of the trip, excluded from the paperwork we have seen, is unknown. A source with in-depth knowledge of the family trip claimed the total cost was about 500,000 rand. We did not include this figure in our final calculation, as we do not have evidence in support of the total cost beyond the source's claims. Simelane did not react to this allegation. The fact, however, remains that the Simelanes had to pay additional fees for accommodation, meals, and entertainment, a calculation not included in our tally of Simelane's 2018 expenses. We understand that at least the bulk of the holiday was paid from Simelane's business account T5 Investment Group. Simelane did not answer questions about the origin of the money in T5 Investment, nor about who funded the holiday. Days after returning from a Disney World holiday, Simelane was seemingly in need of some therapy. 2 years earlier, in March 2016, Simelane described her habit of shopping her worries away in a remarkably candid interview with journalist Karen Venter at the Polokwane Observer. In an article titled "A Day in the Life of the First Citizen," Simelane confessed to some shopping therapy to ease her stress. Simelane reportedly said that, "I have yet to see a woman who doesn't enjoy shopping. If she exists, please introduce her to me so I can get the recipe. I do some shopping therapy, which is actually not advisable." She laughed after this remark, the journalist wrote, and Simelane added that the cost of her shopping therapy depends on how stressed she is at the time. "My favorites are shoes and handbags," Simelane was quoted to have said. "Shopping is great therapy, it really does work." 2 years later, in July 2018, Simelane's indulgence was depicted in a series of 8 invoices over 4 consecutive months from Lux City, a new and pre-owned luxury goods shop. Simelane's shopping therapy for these 4 months tallied up to 250,000 rand. Her salary for 4 months in this year totaled 156,000 rand. The first invoice we had access to was dated 12 July 2018 and shows Simelane bought a Louis Vuitton calfskin leather handbag for 40,000 rand from Lux City. The 8 invoices state the items were ordered online and delivered at Simelane's Polokwane home address. In August 2018, 2 invoices detailed Simelane's Gucci suede handbag, Gucci sunglasses, and a Burberry calfskin tote bag costing 36,500 rand. September seems to have been a particularly stressful month. Simelane racked up a bill of 137,500 rand, buying 2 pairs of Christian Louboutin heels, a Gucci travel bag on wheels, and a Gucci duffel bag, a quilted Chanel tote bag, a Louis Vuitton handbag, Salvatore Ferragamo leather pumps, as well as a pair of sneakers from the same brand. In October, she bought another Louis Vuitton handbag and a pair of Louis Vuitton boots for 36,000 rand. 3 sources with knowledge of Simelane's habits confirmed her buying sprees. One source claimed Simelane habitually bought from Laxity for more than a year. We have proof of 4 months' worth of invoices and only include these in our final calculations. The source further claimed that some of Simelane's luxury items tend to hang in her closet for months, still with the labels attached. She is extremely careful not to show these in the office, where Thembi usually dresses down, the source said. It is on her way to and on these foreign trips that the luxury clothes get used. How Simelane paid these frequent bills on a $500,000 annual post-tax salary is unknown. Simelane did not deny or confirm the source's information, nor did she explain how she could afford a luxury spend, which allegedly cost her about 1 million rand a year from a legitimate income. Before Parliament, Simelane was at pains to state that Sylvana's coffee shop in the Fredman Towers, Sandton, wasn't all that successful and eventually closed down during the COVID-19 pandemic.
But the coffee shop, at the time I was operating, it coincided with COVID and it got shut. And when the contract for the renewal of the lease, I closed the coffee shop.
Simelane's claim in Parliament is supported by disclosures to Polokwane municipality for 4 consecutive years starting in 2016 that TS Restaurant earned her 0 rand in profit. It is in stark contrast then that Daily Maverick and News24 found a 1.2 million rand empty ARF in an upmarket gated community registered to Simelane's company T5 Investment, which administrates the coffee shop. The property is unbonded and bought with cash. The sale was initiated in September 2018. The same month, Simelane seemingly found particularly stressful and spent 137,500 rand on luxury clothes at Laxity. Simelane sidestepped questions about the origin of the funds that paid for the ARF. In August 2021, Simelane became a Member of Parliament, a position which requires her to make disclosures of assets, shares, directorships and gifts. She claimed to have 100 Sasol Inzalo shares. These shares are not enough to bankroll her expenditure. She declared a residential property in Hazeldean too. The size of the property is an estimated 200 square meters, Simelane said. That is untrue. The property, according to SIPC documents, measures 1,955 square meters. The house she subsequently built on the empty ARF is about 600 square meters. However, this calculation is solely based on what is visible of the surface area of the lower level as seen on Google Earth. The house is multi-storied, meaning that the house is at least double the size we can accurately measure. This under-declaration to Parliament seems to be a habit. She declared ownership of a property in Northview, Polokwane, of an estimated 400 square meters and a flat in Mokopane of an estimated 100 square meters. Neither of these estimations are true either. SIPC documents show the Polokwane property, jointly owned with Simelane's former husband, is 700 square meters and the house about 432 square meters big. The Mokopane flat, which Simelane jointly owns with her former husband, is about 150 square meters, including the carport and stands on communal land of 340,000 square meters, according to SIPC documents.
No, you can look at me, there's no problem. It's on a lighter note. The sun shines even on difficult days.
Her spokesperson Tsekiso Machike told us, "The Minister has noted your questions, which emanate from an unauthorized lifestyle audit you purport to have conducted against her. The Minister will not be participating in anything or answering any questions that are a product of this campaign that your publications are running against her." This is a developing story. Stay tuned for more updates. Subscribe now to Daily Maverick YouTube channel. Join the Maverick Insider community. Together we can hold the power accountable and ensure a brighter future for South Africa. Become a member today and be part of something bigger. Check the description below for more info.